Virtual Assistant Podcast, and for today's episode, mga mi, meron na naman tayong isang invitation. Invitation? May guest naman tayo all the way from Cebu. All the way from the land of lechon, dried mangoes, and Tuslobua. Yes. And he's also the founder of Makabayan. Yes. And he's none other than Mike.
Thank you for having me
Hello.
today.
Ano daw yung
Char-
arte?
Ang
Ang
arte,
arte
ang
ng-
arte!
Ang arte ng bakla doon, te,
Yes,
no? Like,
thank you.
thank you naman talagang lumipad ka from Cebu to here para lang mag-guest sa podcast ko.
Yes.
Hala, joke lang!
Charis!
Nandito talaga kami si birthday ni Nanay Chess bukas. Happy birthday, di pa bukas, pero celebration. Happy birthday, Nanay
Happy
Chess, if
birthday,
you're
Nanay
watching
Chess.
this. Ganon. Plastikan mo na tayo. Anyway,
Hindi pa nagsisimula.
oo,
Charis.
pinatawag kita dahil interviewing kita dahil.
Akala ko may kasalanan ako.
Yes,
Charis.
meron. Oo,
Ano?
meron. Hindi ka kasi nagpa-interview dati.
Ay,
Oh.
you know na, tough times.
Tough time.
Charis.
Sige naman. So, bago ang lahat, no, magpakilala muna ang founder ng Makabayan Go.
Alright, hi guys. Again, my name is Mike Teves. I'm an executive assistant. Yung talaga yung parang title na binibigay ko sa mga kliyente. But I mainly focus sa operations. So, business type EA ako. Hindi ako masyado tumutulong sa personal side of things ni client. So, I help talaga when it comes to running the business from hiring, being the tawag nito, parang human resources as well. And ako din yung lead admin ng company. And also, currently, I'm also the customer service manager. Meron akong isang agent.
You're like an OBM, like you are an online business manager. I think that's what you should call yourself, Nami.
I think, yes, in the future, pero right now, on paper,
Not yet official.
Not yet
but
official.
Coming soon.
coming soon.
So, gaano katagal ka ng naging VA?
I believe around 4 or 5 years na. I started way back 2020. 2020, so around 4 or 5 years na ako sa industry.
Yeah. So, EA hanggang sa ngayon, nakaland ka ng client na from EA, ginawa kang all around.
All around.
Ginawa kang OBM.
All around sa
Alam mo, te, meron talagang growth, no, sa kumpanya.
Meron
sa
talaga.
online.
Meron talaga. It just so happen nga, dahil freelancers tayo, mas, tawag nito, mas open ang growth kaysa sa corporate. Kasi sa corporate, may mga standard na mga needs eh.
Okay.
Oo.
Ako, as a freelancer, I named myself. I grew myself. Nagsimula ako, training officer lang. Nung nag-freelance ako, te, I am now training manager consultant.
Taray.
Ako nang name sa akin. I promote myself.
True.
Pero tayo as EA, no, EA ka pala, na naging OBM, no, napa-OBM na pala.
Napa-OBM. Pero hindi pa official title.
Yes, how does it feel? Like, 5 years and you grew like that? Like, yung skill sets mo ganyan na.
Ano pa rin siya, it's a bit overwhelming pa rin. Even though I'm about 5 years na almost half a decade in this industry, it can still be overwhelming. There's still a lot of things you need to learn. Parang, ano talaga siya, it's a never-ending journey of learning talaga na every day there will be new tools to learn. There will be new processes to create, and especially the rise of AI right now. You have to step up your game every day talaga.
Actually, to get a client now requires stepping up your game too. Unlike before. Before, it's so easy kasi konti pa lang options. It's not yet that, that popular. Now, it's super popular. Plus, ang dami ng mga magagaling talaga na kung ikaw talaga ay wali talaga. Kung wala kang effort.
Ang mantra ko na sa self yan lately na there will always be someone better than you.
Taray, quote-unquote dito. Dito, day. Yes, dito yan. Ako din pa na editor po ta. Diba? So, yes. So, yan mga mindset ng mga mino, no? So, in the span of 5 years, nakailang kliyente na ang gay?
I had about 3 clients sa agency, and then about 2 nga direct. 1 before sa agency and then after ng agency, 1
Pretty much long-term kami, no?
Long-term talaga ako na ano. I don't like short-term projects or short-term relationships. It's hard to be an EA, especially na hindi ka ganun ka, parang mabilis talaga maka-adapt agad. Ako, I like to learn about my client and in a every little way. In everyday kasi may mapapakita silang bago sa'yo eh. Oo.
So, ano magpapaalis sa'yo sa kliyente?
Ang magpapaalis sa akin sa kliyente kung hindi na ako binabayaran.
Correct. Sa bagay.
Diba?
Kaya naman nagpapa-under sa atin pera eh.
Pera eh. I mean, true.
No, because if they don't pay you, it means they don't respect you.
Or, hindi na nagbo-boom ang business. So,
Or that.
Oo.
Yeah. But still, you will see that naman eh. Like, from afar. So, that na plano mo yan, di ba? Ba't di mo na plano na maayos? Hala, joke!
Kaninong kasalanan mo yan?
Siya. Siya lahat, day. Kasalanan niya lahat yan, mi. No? So, sino si Mike before EA?
That's a very good question, Jam.
Ano?
Ginawang pageant.
Baka maganda yung question ko, te.
So, before becoming an executive assistant, I used to work in a call center setting talaga. Call center agent ako. Pag tungtong ko ng 18, ay, Viva Max diretso.
Center.
Oo, call center agad. And then, about 4 years ako sa BPO setting.
4 years. So, 22. Tao ba? Nagmamata ko eh.
20 to 23 until 22
Okay.
18 to 20 to 23
But
years old.
anong account mo sa BPO?
Paano ko ba siya sasabihin? Madami. So, if you were familiar with the term hopper, so,
Ganon?
so,
Iba-iba?
Paiba-iba. Hindi ako, loyal ako sa relationship pero hindi ako loyal sa kumpanya back then. I've had about, kung tama yung counting ko, around 14, 13, 15 companies during that time. Paiba-iba from telco to health to banking, financial accounts. Ayan, yan yung na-handle ko back then.
So, yun siguro nagpaano sa'yo. Like, because you've been a hopper and you've handled multiple accounts, yun yung nagpa-qualify sa'yo as an executive assistant.
No, hindi. Ang nagpa-qualify sa akin na effective ako na isang executive assistant was the part na every time na nasa iba akong call center, every time na may TL akong bago, tumutulong ako talaga na, hey TL, baka may mapagawa ka sa akin. I want to learn this. I want to
kasi
learn
nga,
that.
Sa bagay, ang yung love language ay service.
Yes. So,
Correct.
I took advantage of them taking advantage of my generosity when it comes to helping in admin tasks. So,
Kasi ganyan din gagawin mo pag EA ka.
Yes.
Pretty much. So like, when you applied as a virtual assistant after 4 years, yun talaga ang bet mo, like EA agad ang nasa utak mo?
Not that exact term, but I was looking something na admin lang talaga, operation side lang talaga yung gusto kong gawin. I don't want to take calls. Like, sorry, pero ano talaga siya sa akin, draining ang taking about 100 calls in a day and sometimes even more.
Correct.
Oo.
So, tawag dito, that's the reason why nag-EA ka kasi wala masyadong calls. So, doon nag-EA ka, nanibago ka ba yung transition mo from BPO to EA?
Not really. I was surprised actually nga nung nag-transition ako, majority of the basic tasks ng isang executive assistant, almost the same siya. I've handled email accounts. So, nag-email na ako. Marunong na ako nag-appointment setter din ako back then. So, I have an idea how calendar works. And then, nung last company ko, tumutulong pa talaga ako kasi I handle authors sa last company ko. So, naging parang BPO setting siya na call center na parang project manager ang datingan. So, when I transition, almost everything that a basic task ng isang EA, yun yung ginagawa ko in the past.
So, safe to say, Ning, na pag BPO ka, ang pinakamadaling ruta sa'yo sa loob ay executive assistant.
One of the routes na pwede mong kunin.
Kung nagsisales ka, sa BPO, pwede kang maging sales VA.
Sales VA, Reva, I think, ang
Yeah.
majority sa mga sales. Oo.
Usually, start sila as cold caller eh.
Mhm.
Cold caller, Revans, pwede mag-sales VA. Kung ikaw ay nag-handle ng healthcare accounts, pwede ka maging medical VA, di ba? So, pretty much if you're from the BPO company ay mabilis lang or may edge kayo.
In a sense, yes.
But it doesn't mean na agad-agad kayong ma-hire because madami kang kalaban, me.
That's true. Hindi lang ibig sabihin na galing ka BPO, ikaw na yung priority. Balik tayo sa mantra ko, there will always be someone better than you talaga.
Before, 2020 nga, nung panahon ko, ganyan talaga na parang pag BPO ka, mas mapaprioritize ka. Kasi ako wala akong BPO experiences. So, nag-apply ako agency, may special training pa ako kasi hindi ako BPO. Pero ngayon, BPO ka man o hindi, parang kung hindi ka lumaban, hindi ka nakipaggerahan sa application, dead mo ka doon.
Labanan talaga ng pakitang gilas talaga sa skills na pwede mo mabigay.
Correct. So talagang kailangan talaga paghandaan mo at ilaban mo ang sarili mong application, no? So throughout your 5 years VA journey now as an OBM, kamusta mga clients mo? May mga na ka naman, na-encounter ka ng mga clients na may mga horror stories ka, mga ganung eksena.
So far, wala. I guess I'm one of those na parang medyo fortunate sa ganitong industry na hindi ako nakaka-timing na nag-ghost na client.
Pala mukha nito.
Uy, grabe siya.
Ganyan.
Hindi lang talaga. I guess I was fortunate enough na, sa agency, they were able to get quality clients. Tapos kasi I go by referrals nowadays.
Yeah.
Oo. So, yung nakukuha ko mga referral clients, high quality rin na hindi lang yung biglang nang-ghost lang.
Daya mo, parang dami naming pinaghirapan sa iba naming clients kasi kung ganyan lang. Hindi fair yun, Day, ha?
Charing!
So, anong tip mo naman sa mga BPO dyan na nais maging VA? Mapa-EA man yan, sales, healthcare, legal VA, anong masasabi mo dyan?
Ang tip ko dito, ito yung palagi kong ina-advise sa mga sa live ko, always do skill mapping. Magiging laking tulong talaga yung skill mapping kasi malalaman mo dito ano yung mga transferable skills mo na you can use to parang elevate yourself among other applicants na bakit mas better ka sa kanila. For example, nag-hire ng healthcare VA. Galing kang call center pero wala kang experience sa pagiging or wala kang course na medical related. But you've handled skill sets. Meron kang skill na galing sa call center as healthcare. Use that to your advantage. Hindi lang sabihin na nagko-calls lang ako. No. You can put that in a better wording na hindi lang ako nagko-calls but I help patients ganito ganyan in their transitioning to one patient to another ganyan.
Patient 1, 2, 3.
Oo, patient 1, 2, 3, doctor 1, 2, 3.
Oo, dapat din marunong ka ibenta sarili mo, diba? So, tawag dito. Controversial question. Do you think virtual assistants or let me revise that. Okay. Do you think all BPO people are for virtual assistants?
That is a very good question. I would say in general, not just for BPO, virtual assistant or being a freelancer, virtual assistant is not for everyone. Bakit? May iba kasi na gusto lang nilang magkapera, which is not bad. However, kung gusto nyo makakuha ng quality client and if you really wanted to long last in this industry, you need to be more than just thinking na dapat pera lang yung kinukuha ko. You need to also provide quality service and quality experience. And not everyone can provide that.
And not everyone has the characteristics to become a good service provider.
Exactly. I mean, you can call yourself a virtual assistant, but if you want to really succeed and grow, and sa usapan na one client, 6 digits, if you really want to achieve that, na isang kliyente makaka 6 digit ka, you need to have the mindset na forward thinker ka.
Yeah. At saka business mindset.
Business mindset.
Oo, kasi hindi lahat kayang magkaroon ng business mindset. Hindi kasi lahat leader. Kasi dapat kung business mindset, dapat leader ka. Entrepreneur ka. No, di ba? If you are not a business person, follower ka lang, most likely meron naman, pero more on really ranks. Like, you can do admin, stuff like that, office work. Pero in a remote work setup pa rin naman. No, pero if you really want to succeed, like, cut through the noise and, earn, whatever you want to earn and succeed sa world na to, it's all about niching down and being a specialist at the same time and leading yourself kasi you're transitioning from a rank and file VA to a remote freelancer na service provider na specialized on something.
Yes, oo.
And that's already a business, not as an employee.
Yes.
As a business partner.
Yes.
Diba? Like, that's what we're all doing now. So, it's just something that you can do, diba? Kasi kung wala kang, ang tawag dito, tiyaga, wala kang initiative to do so.
Medyo mahirap. Oo. And I've seen this to a lot of starting pa lang nagva-virtual assistant. Palagi silang stuck with sa current rate nila na parang yung iba parang sinasabi nila 5 years na ako, 3 years na ako, 1 year na ako sa kliyente ko pero same rate pa rin and I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. I want to step up my game pero hindi ako marunong nito kasi ganyan. So, if you really want to succeed, you need to have the mindset na ikaw as a business owner, you can consider yourself as a business owner, service provider ka eh. You need to find strategies that will work for you.
Yeah, ganun siya. Like, really building your own business pero virtually.
Yes, exactly.
If that's something that you can do, then baka mahirapan tayo. I believe. So, top 3 tips sa mga gustong maging isang tawag dito, executive assistant na epektibo.
Hindi siya top 3 but I have what you call grit. Double meaning na grit. G-R-I-T. G, nilista ko talaga dito, no?
Parang nakita ko sa messenger na yun.
Sinan ko talaga. So, G for guts. You need to have courage, determination, and spirit. If you want to succeed dito kasi as an EA, hindi lang pwede yung parang sisiw ka lang sa tabi. Yung pasisiw-sisiw ka lang, maghihintay ka, uutusan ka. Hindi, you need to have the courage to ask the client, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is what I need to do. This will make the business better, ganyan. You need to have resilience. You need to recover quickly and you need to be tough. Bakit?
Oh my God. Okay lang. Dito tayo. Tuloy. Dito na tayo
Bakit? Kasi ang kliyente mapapagalitan ka talaga. There will always be 1 or 2 times in your parang 1-year career as an EA na mapapagalitan ka ng kliyente and then another year na 1 or 2 times. Mapapagalitan kasi in some projects you'll fuck up, in some tasks medyo lutang ka. So mapapagalitan ka ng kliyente but you need to recover quickly kasi that's just feedback.
Lalo na foreigners are very, very, very straightforward.
Yes, wala silang sugarcoating, wala silang madaming ka-etchosan. Sasabihin nila na, you fucked up, what's wrong? Gaganunin ka. Hindi pwede na maghihintay ka pa na, kasalanan kasi ni ganito. No, you have to take ownership of that.
Yeah.
Ganon. You need to have integrity. That's I.
Number 1 yun, Day.
Integrity.
At sa panahon ng mga VA na bago.
Sorry.
Hala!
You need to have integrity. You need to be honest. Bakit? For example, EA ako ng isang kliyente and he trusts me with the money ng kumpanya. I have my own credit card. Yes, I have my own credit card sa company. I'm paying the tools. I have access to a couple of thousands sa company na funds. You need to be honest kasi kung tatanungin ka, bakit nagmastos ka ng gito? Bakit gumagastos ka ng ganyan? And then, dapat honest ka na hindi ka mag-nanakaw ng pera sa kliyente. And meron tayong mga issues na, meron tayong mga couple of mga rumors.
And data privacy.
Yes. Hoy!
Data privacy. Hala! Tumingin ako sa camera.
Hi! Next is tenacity.
Yes.
You have to have this kind of mindset na you will not quit. Being an EA is really, I cannot emphasize that enough, tough. Kasi bibigyan ka ng task ng kliyente na hindi mo alam. And for example, ako, nabigyan ako ng task ng kliyente nga, automation team.
Favorite natin yan, automation.
No code automation siya, pero as someone na never tried automation at all, it took me like a month or two to learn everything.
Ako din, Monday.com, automation. Oh my God, I was on my own. I love Zapier.
Pero, girl, if balat sibuyas ka or ano ka, people quit. And I know some people na, 1 week pa lang sa kliyente, nag-quit na. 3 days pa lang. After lang sa first weldo, nag-quit na eh.
Hello, grabe siya.
So, ayun. And with that is grit, G-R-I-T. Again, guts, resilience, integrity, tenacity. And lastly, the word grit talaga. Kasi sabi ko nga double meaning. You need to have the courage. Hindi nga pwede, takot kasi ako magsabi sa kliyente ko. No. And trusted ka kasi ng kliyente mo. You are a partner. Being an executive assistant is just more than an assistant. You are an extension of your client. The company should be able to run kahit wala yung kliyente mo. Kasi nandyan ka. So,
yes, teacher.
You know ang ano?
Diba?
So, webinar na ba to? Charis!
Oo, ayan. At yung mga gusto maging agent, guys, listen, diba? And of course, i-plug ko lang, may parating tayo na challenge na hindi siya free, pero maganda pang EA. Kung gusto maging general VA or EA, ayan. Binubuo ko na siya ngayon at parating na siya very, very soon. Abangan. Okay? So, mga Mima, ikaw, doon na tayo sa pinaka surprise round. Dito na tayo sa surprise round, me. I will give you, para siya guys, like, this or that, pero you're gonna give me one answer and why.
Fast talk ba to ni Boy Abunda?
Yes.
Fast talk with Jam
But we're a VA, we're this or that. Social. Okay? Number one client or multiple clients?
Client.
Bakit?
I believe in the part kasi na quality service, quality experience.
And focus.
Kasi you can't call yourself, you can't demand a premium client if ikaw mismo hindi ka premium.
Huwag kang ganit.
Sorry naman.
Sorry sa aming mga multiple.
Ay, hindi. Kasi hindi naman ako.
Kanin lang?
Uy!
With time tracker or without?
Depende. Okay lang ako sa time tracker. Wala. Flexible ako eh. Pero okay lang ako kahit may time tracker. Ang ayaw ko lang sa time tracker is yung screen recording and screenshots. Especially, I handle a lot of confidential information.
Yeah, that's not nice. Yeah. International clients or local clients?
International.
Yes, bakit?
Sorry, plastic ang Pinoy eh. Binulong talaga. I like feedback talaga. Kanang tawag nito. Feedback makes you grow. Ang Pinoy kasi, they don't know how to provide feedback without any shade.
Personal feedback.
With shade kasi yung feedback ng Pinoy eh.
Sa bagay pag international, pure business, straightforward.
Walang pakibahala ka dyan sa buhay mo. Basta, I will tell you, you fucked up talaga.
Walang walang doy.
No, walang It's true.
Hindi. Babalik ka pa ba sa BPO?
Hindi na?
Bakit doy?
Ang taas ng lifestyle ko. hindi ma-afford ng BPO yung lifestyle.
Alam mo, yun din problema ko eh.
And ang hirap ng growth sa BPO. I tried applying as a TL back then. Pero hindi pwede kasi hindi ako graduate ng college. So, they require it sa corpo. So, yeah.
Hindi. Oo. 6 to 7 digits earner ka na ba?
Secret.
Oo nga. Ibig sabihin, oo.
Oo.
Diba? Ano mo na yun?
Secret.
Hindi siya 6 to 7, guys. It's 8-digit earner.
Uy!
Hala!
Sunay!
Diba? Dahil ako ng sweldo mo daw. Bakit ganun?
Makakidnap tayo nito.
One biggest mistake na nagawa mo as a VA?
Palaging lutang. At saka, procrastination yung biggest mistake.
Alam mo, sometimes, procrastinating is effective sa akin. Sometimes not normalizing it pero mas buhay yung utak ko te. And focus
May-
nga.
Psycho tayo eh. So may magpo-procrastinate.
But don't get me wrong, I like planning.
Yeah, I like planning as
Yeah.
well.
Pero pag, hala tayo! Ganun.
Mahirap sa akin mag-planning or ano talaga sa akin, challenge sa akin ang procrastination. And
Tapos usually yung pinocrastinate ko dahil, yun pa yung maganda. Napupuri.
true.
Diba?
Same tayo, same.
Kakaloka. And lastly, complete the sentence, I'm Mike, and the biggest regalo for myself ay blank.
I'm Mike and ang biggest regalo ko sa sarili ko ay ang health ko.
Ay. Bakit? Can you further? The third?
Ano kasi, when I was in the corporate setting or call center, almost every year, once or twice ako na-hospital because of stress, palaging, So when I started working as a freelancer or virtual assistant, executive assistant, hindi na ako na-hospital, dahil.
That's good for you.
Exactly. And dahil para ako dati para ako naka-drugs. Sobrang payat ko. Sa mga nakakakilala sa akin back then, sobrang payat ko. Ngayon, I gained like 10 kilos in less than 3 months, 4 months.
That's good for you. Yang. Hala. OMG. Anyway, so maraming salamat Mi at talagang pinuunlakan mo ang aking imbitasyon. Sana nag-enjoy kami. May nice ka bang i-plug?
Guys, thank you for the pa-plug jam. I mean, Charisse. Guys, feel free to join Makabayan PH Freelance Network. We are a community of freelancers kung saan the community itself, we try to avoid scam job postings. We try to help the community as much as we can by teaching them kung paano maging forward thinkers.
Correct.
So, yun.
Not backward. Not
Hindi.
sideward, but forward. Yes.
Iba lang yung side. Ay! Yes!
At dahil dyan, ililink natin ang community sa description box below. And if you haven't done the Zero to VH Chat version 3.0, nakalink din yan sa baba. Para sa yan, okay? Kunin mo yun, te. Nagigigilas ko eh. Ayan, te. Maraming salamat, Mike. Maraming salamat, everyone, for watching. Thank you, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye!